Hi, I'm Victoria Maclean and welcome to my storytelling channel. So today I am going to be talking about, today I feel very expressive, so today I'm going to be talking about the Hallmark Storytelling Set. The Harry Potter set that started about, was it 3 years ago now? Almost 4 years ago. It was released, I think, in 2017. So if you'd like to see what I have to show you today, then keep on watching. If you would like me to bring Hogwarts to you, then why not subscribe to my channel? That was very subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. So I now have a new book that I am writing down everything, all my notes and stuff for my videos, because I forget so easily. As you know, I am terrible. I either forget loads or I need a tissue. So the first thing I want to talk about is these new logos by the Wizard's Dungeon, and they were released I think at 9 o'clock this morning, around 9 o'clock this morning. A lot of people have been messaging me asking what's happening with the Wizard's Dungeon, because obviously it's gone quiet. It's because they are doing a massive new website that is going to be so incredible, because it's not just going to be showing you Harry Potter, and these new logos will give you an indication of what is to come. Apparently, according to Professor Ken, the website will be going live tonight, so I will put the links down below for you to see. At the moment when you go to the Wizard's Dungeon, it says it's I think it's having maintenance, but don't worry, the Wizard's Dungeon is just getting bigger and better. So I can't wait to share these new exciting updates with you, so stay tuned for that. Now, these new storytellers by Hallmark for the Harry Potter series, as I said, was released around 2017, starting with the beautiful Tree Topper Castle. Now, here is a photo that Hallmark released for this. As you can see, it looks so magical. Now, unfortunately, Janice, you know, I always mention Janice in my videos. Janice. She's a pain in my ass. As I'm a pain in hers. So Janice has been nagging me for the last couple of years, telling me how wonderful these storytellers are. And you know what I'm like, I don't follow trends. I'm not like the person who just gets it because everybody else is getting it. Although when I do that, it's normally because I really like the item, right? So she's been telling me for so long about this storytelling set, including, I think Maria started getting it as well last year, and I think a couple of my followers also mentioned it as well. But it was the whole kind of a castle that goes on top of your Christmas tree. It's not very, it's seasonal, which means you wouldn't be able to use it through the year. I was very wrong. Okay, so I was messaged by a lady, I will look at the name now, called Laura Wu, W-A-U-G-H, on Facebook. And she said to me that she had the entire new set that she was actually looking to sell. And to be fair, Laura actually gave me an incredible deal. And I have been umming and ahhing, but I was not going to buy them from scratch one by one because that costs a fortune. And if an opportunity came along, I was going to get it. And by all means, my opportunity definitely came along, and they arrived last week. Now, unbeknown to me, this is where my notes need to be put into place, like on a daily basis. I really need a PA, because I had also forgotten that my wonderful friend in America, Sandy, had also sent me a castle for Christmas as a gift. And it's still in customs. It's being shipped out hopefully any day now from the UK, Customs UK. Oh, and that's a message for anybody sending me anything via PO Box. If you sent anything to me with tracking information, please will you message me on Instagram, and give me the tracking information, because apparently there is a problem at the moment because we've left the EU with with PO boxes. Now what I need to do is ring up the company, give them the correct address, which is obviously very much my home address, which obviously, as you can understand, I can't give out to the public, and they then redirect for free to my home, which is what's happened with Sandy's parcel. Now if that is the case with you, please let me know on Instagram, okay? I'll put my link, this is my Instagram name, and I will put the link down in the comments below for you to go and get to my Instagram. Message me privately, put a little note in there that this is what it's for. Because there was a lady that sent me a niffler. I cannot find your message, my love, so please message me again and send me the details again, or just message me, because the details are already in the chat. I just can't find the message. As you can imagine, I do receive hundreds of messages a week, sometimes even a day, so if you can message me again, I will screenshot the details and I will ring them first thing in the morning. Now yes, so that all aside, luckily this parcel, bless this lady Laura, she paid for it to come. She paid quite a lot, Laura, so I really appreciate that, because otherwise we would have had problems like we've had recently. And you sent me this beautiful set. I keep looking down because it's in front of me. So let's get started showing you this. So this is the box. This is the Keepsake, the Hogwarts Keepsake Castle. Now when you first see it, it looks lovely, okay? It looks really pretty, it looks clever, and you think, yeah, it's nice, but you know, are you willing to pay $119 for the castle? Okay. What I want to tell you now is, I will put the link down below, but if you go to Hallmark, they are actually on sale at $29.99. These castles are on sale for $29.99 through Hallmark. I don't know if they ship directly to the UK or anywhere else in the world from the Hallmark website, but you can get them cheaper than the original price along across Google or YouTube, Yahoo, eBay, so keep a lookout for that. But at the moment, Hallmark are doing them for $29.99. That is ridiculous. So make sure you go and check it out while they are in stock. Now the castle looks pretty, it does. We all like Hallmark stuff. As you can see from things like this castle, which was a tree topper back in 2013. Sorry, not a tree topper, a tree decoration. That castle can now go for between $250 to $500. It's like that big. I have one in my cabinet next door. It's crazy. And then you also have this one, which is the Ollivander's one shot. It's beautiful. These are stunning because you put a light from your tree lights inside a little hole at the back, and it lights up the inside of the shop, and it shows all these beautiful things in the windows. It's a really, really pretty item, but these go for between $200 and $300. It's crazy, 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 crazy. So Hallmark not only retains its price, retains its value, but it also increases in value. Hallmark is an incredible company. I actually had a comment from somebody yesterday saying they didn't even realise Hallmark did Harry Potter products. If it wasn't for these two collector books, right, I wouldn't know that Hallmark did Harry Potter items. This one specifically, are the golden egg, the holy grail of collecting. Now this is 11 years old, so any values in here are a lot bigger now, but the quality and the quantity of items that are in this book that you can look at, this was my catalogue, my shopping catalogue for quite some time. I literally go through here years ago. I had this about 5 years after it was released, so no, actually less than that. I had this book, I think back in 2013, 2014, and I'd use it as a catalogue. I would look through here at items I really liked, search them on eBay, and back then you were getting items for ridiculously cheap prices compared to now, because people are starting to catch on. Now you do have this one, Harry Potter Collectibles. Now this one I think is a little bit earlier. In fact, actually this is probably a lot earlier. This is dated, I don't think there is a date for this, is there? Right, this is actually dated 2000, this book. So this is actually 21 years old. That is 1 year longer than I have been collecting. 1 year older than I've been collecting. Now, in this book, you will still see lots of Hallmark, lots of Department 56, but the items, a lot of them are in fact Let's see if I can show you an example. Yeah, there we are, there's an example. They are production drawings, concept art of the item itself. So they are, this book, this catalogue was actually released probably before these items were even displayed, even sold. So it is an incredible book, an incredible look back at what was available back then. And again, this has been a catalogue for me back then for what I really wanted to get. So I highly recommend you get those two items. I would put the lists down below where you can buy them, but sadly no longer, they no longer print them. So the best bet for you is to either look on Amazon or eBay, preferably. Now this is very much a collecting video, I think. It's an important video because a lot of people didn't realise that Hallmark was actually quite a big thing. Now Hallmark in the past have done quite a lot because they've done items that are made of solid pewter. They've released Christmas decorations that were beautifully presented. They have done ornaments of obviously the Diagon Alley shops individually. They've done honeydukes, they've done Ollivanders. I'm not sure if they've done the 3 broomsticks. And they've done quite a lot. Obviously they've done Hogwarts Castle, and when you press the button it also plays the music. So here we have the Hogwarts Castle that, yeah, it is like a ridiculous price, and it's literally just sat in my, my glass cabinet, just sat on top of my Ravenclaw diadem box. And on the back of the castle, where the sound comes out, it has a hole. It has a hole for you to put your light in. There's no way of me doing it. I wonder if I can do it this way. Yeah, it's not gonna, yeah, you can just about see, but when you've got, it's the torch from my phone it is, when you've got the tree light in the back, it glows such a beautiful kind of amber, and it really shows up. So this, I think, out of all the Hallmark tree decorations they've done, this is probably the one that's the most valuable. And I still obviously have all the packaging for it. It is a beautiful piece, but I think I paid $40 including shipping years ago for this, because they weren't specifically cheap when they came out. I think they're around $30 perhaps plus shipping. So when I bought this, I was incredibly lucky. I don't think it's ever been hung on the tree. It's always been in the glass cabinet, or maybe on my my fireplace. I don't know. But yeah, so that is probably the most valuable Hallmark item that you can get. Now the other Hallmark item I haven't mentioned, the Ollivander shop is actually up in the attic, is this one. This is the Voldemort and Harry Potter duel in the last film. And of course you have like a fight between the two characters of the wands, the red and the green. Now I'm not 100% sure what this series is actually called, because obviously you've got the storytellers, which I'm going to show you now. I've obviously showed you the castle, not the actual castle in working order. I don't want to show you everything because the story itself is an incredible journey. So I would much rather, if you bought it yourself, especially the castle, and then obviously get the figures maybe one by one on eBay, because you can get them from eBay. Now, at the moment, with the storytellers, you have the castle at the moment on sale from Hallmark in the US for $29.99. I will put the link directly to that down below because I have it on my phone ready. See, I was prepared for this video today. I'm so proud of myself. So then you've got Hagrid, which sadly is about $98. Ron, $39, Hermione, $68, Harry, $68, and Dumbledore is $52. Now, at the moment, you've got 5 characters in total. So we've got Dumbledore, as I've stated already, we've got Hermione, we've got Harry, we have obviously larger-than-life Hagrid, and we have Ronald Weasley. Now, when you buy the castle, you will receive a remote control that looks like this. It's so cute, which is also a Christmas decoration because it has a little hook on the top. Each one of those figures has a hook on the top for you to hook it on your castle, on your, oh my god, on your tree. And you also receive a power cable. Now, unfortunately, it's very cleverly done by Hallmark, because if you buy the figures to go with the castle, you then have to buy the Hallmark Keepsake power cord, which comes with another power cord and a green lead that looks like this. Now, these leads have got lots of little things coming off them. This is green, so it's hidden by the tree. So obviously you can have this kind of going through your tree with your tree lights and nobody would see the wires. And they then fit in the back of your characters. Now with the castle, which is what I think is very clever, because it's a tree topper, but it is pretty big, isn't it? It is a fair size. When you buy the castle, you will have a plastic kind of flat bottom thing here that pops out, it falls out. Now the clever thing with it is inside the box, you have a piece of black plastic with Velcro wrapped around it. And what you then do is you put the black plastic inside this part here. Sorry, first of all, I can't show you, I wish I could because I haven't got my tree. But what you do is you strap the black plastic cord with the plastic on top to your tree with Velcro. The Velcro is all with it. It's very clever how they've done it. And then the castle sits on top of the plastic dome, and that would keep your castle in place. Very, very cleverly done. What bugged us is we couldn't see, me and Monica were like trying this for about 2 or 3 hours, right? Even ringing Janice up to figure out what the hell was going on. When you buy the set, and I mean the set, there is no lead that goes from the castle to the figures. Now we couldn't understand that. At first we thought we must be missing something. There must be a way, there must be something that's going wrong. But it's actually incredibly clever because you plug the castle into the mains. You plug the figures into the mains using the black cord and then the green cord that I showed you. Then using infrared, we think, the figures talk to the castle. So you can have the castle like one end of the room and the figures on the other end of the room. So it is incredibly clever how it works. So I'm going to plug them in one at a time and I'm going to show you myself, but I'm not going to show you how it all interacts because I want that to be a secret for you. So first of all, I'm going to plug in the castle. Now you take the lead, the black lead, and you plug it into the back of your castle. There is a hole just there. I love this castle. So you've got a storm and fires, you've got a storm brewing and fires crackling. And then you've got a button at the back then. So you could have it just having this. The castle is beautiful, and that's only half the story, obviously. These are storytellers, so they tell a story. And what they do is they actually tell the story of the Philosopher's Stone. Now there are 5 figures at the moment, but when you hear the story, there is in fact 8 voices, possibly 9 voices, maybe 9. So there is a possibility that they are actually going to introduce more figures to the story. But isn't that beautiful? Now if you leave the castle on, the castle in fact changes colour. So we're going to leave that like that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I have this on my desk. This photo shows you how I have it, and it's just so beautifully done. You can see my face lighting up because of it. Right, so let's show you how the figures work. Oh, and if you want to hear it again from the other side of the room, you just press the button. It is very, very loud, especially when it's on a table. It is very loud. So you certainly don't need to have it turned up in any way. There is no volume. I'm not sure if touching it again works. Hey, there we are. You can turn it on and off with this. That's clever. Right, so I'm going to plug in the figures now. So again, you get another black lead and you plug it into the green lead. It is a little bit complicated to set up. I'm hoping this video will help. So we're going to plug in Harry. So when you plug in the first figure, they talk.
I'm Harry, Harry Potter.
So what happens is the figures talk to the castle. So if I was to press the castle now, the entire story would play out, even without the other figures. So I don't want to do that yet. So I'm going to plug in the next figure. So now we're going to plug in Ron. For some reason Ron isn't actually on his stand. It's kind of come off. So, but it looks like it was meant to. So let's try and do it this way. Maybe I'll use some tacky wax to get him to stay in place.
I'm Ron, by the way.
Ron Weasley. So we've got Harry and then we've got Ron, and eventually the colours on their bases stay the same. And they actually change colour with the castle. You can see Harry's already done it because there's a green glow coming on my face. And Ron then will also change. He's changed colour now, matching Harry. So they all interact together. Now the castle and Harry aren't connected in any way. It's all very cleverly done. Janice is the tech wizard. I'm just like, for me, this is kind of, you know, like a caveman discovering fire, really, because I'm like, I don't know any of it. And then we have Hermione.
I'm Hermione Granger.
There we are, so we've got Hermione. So she's currently flashing, which means she's going to start kind of connecting through kind of, oh my god, I don't even know how to say all of this now. She will then go the same colour as Harry and Ron, alright? That's all I need to say, right? Right? You get it, right? Yeah, good. And then we have Hagrid, who is obviously larger than the other figures.
Never insult Albus Dumbledore in front of me.
And then last but not least, because we think there's more figures coming, we have, when I can find a spare wire. Nope, 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 no. I can't find a spare wire. There's loads of wires, where have they all gone? Hang on, Harry's, nope, Ron's come off, nope, hang on, there we are, yeah, there we are, nope, dropped it, nope, there we are, got it. We were gonna get there in the end if it killed me. So we have Dumbledore.
I would trust Hagrid with my life.
Now I love these figures. They are, yes, they're Christmas ornaments, but I'm sorry, they are more kind of amazing, I think, personally, for having them throughout the entire year. They don't need to be just for Christmas. These figures are outstanding, and each one comes with a little hook on the top, so when it does come to Christmas, you can put them on your tree. And I think it's safe to say that this year, I will be putting these on my Harry Potter tree, so you will be seeing them over there. These are just so beautiful. Now, obviously, as I said, the castle and the figures change colour together. So they all interact together, which is beautiful. And I love stuff like this. If I was to press the button now, you would then hear the story. But I don't want to. I want it to be a surprise for you. So again, it is about 15 to 20 minutes, the story is, and it is the entire story of the Philosopher's Stone. Obviously, they've taken the actors' voices and they have actually taken the clips from Harry Potter, so you will hear all the noise in the background from the films. It is so beautifully done, and as I said, the one thing about Hallmark is it either retains its value or it goes up in price, goes up in value. I mean, those two figures there, the castle and Voldemort and Harry, they are worth more now than I ever thought possible. It's crazy. But this is beautiful. Now, as I said, on the Hallmark website in America, they are $29.99. I don't know if that is an indication that these are being discontinued. Now, Hallmark do discontinue, like Noble Collection, they do discontinue their items. So I would really stress that you need to get one now. It's been 3.5 years, 4 years since this was released. So you really need to start thinking about it now. I love it. I can't wait to get the rest of the series. So Laura, thank you so much for selling these to me. And Sandy, I cannot wait to get my second castle. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot you'd bought me one. So what I'd love to do with that castle is put it somewhere else in my house and maybe start getting 2 sets of these, because they are so beautiful. I do, honestly, as a collector, I highly recommend you get one. So that's it. What did you think of this Hallmark set? Do you have it? And if you haven't, would you think about getting one? Now, I have got hopefully an incredible collaboration coming up very soon that I will be telling you about. It's something I never ever thought possible. I messaged them as a, you never know until you ask, and I was shocked when they replied back saying they'd love to. So it's like, what? It's great. So please stay tuned for that. I really can't wait to share it with you all. I love you all. Take care, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye-bye. Check out more of my content, take a look at this video right here or this video right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe.